All right, so today we got a mix of official updates straight from Blizzard. We're going to be talking about those pit bosses, the in-game, and things happening around that, and some replies about some really cool things happening with Diablo 4 going forward. We're going to talk about the start of Season 5 and why there's a sense of urgency behind Season 4. You're definitely going to want to know about this as well. And yes, some critical feedback about uniques. We're going to be talking about yes, the Profane Mindcage as well, and a bunch of other stuff. So let's get straight into this first with the official stuff because, yes, Blizzard called out yet again. It says, why is this in the game? You guys acknowledged it was a problem in Season 3 with constructs one-shotting everyone. Get this out of the game. And here is the clip. Of course, the source is Warlung TV, as you can see right here. Now, Adam Fletcher does reply, bug is in for Blood Bishop as it has some items that are far too high. And the response here, thank you for responding, Adam. I don't mean to be harsh, but not being able to make even one mistake against a pit boss is a little unreasonable. So yes, seems like this will be addressed in the future, that they will be fine-tuning this regarding pit bosses. So that is very good news going forward. Now also, we have this one right here as well. John, who says this, I've meant to ask this in a few of the Fireside QAs, but I'm not sure it's a great broadcast question. What's the team's current plans around Diablo 4's public APIs? Other Blizz games have them. We're talking about profiles, static data, database, item skills, leaderboards, opt-in stash tab for trading. Well, the response is this from Adam Fletcher, working on one. So that is something that apparently we can look forward to going forward. Now, there's a sense of urgency around Season 4 as well. Let me explain. Let's get into this. Check it out. It says, when does Diablo 4 Season 4 end? It might end sooner than you expect. It says, Diablo 4 Season 4 will end on August 6, 2024, the same date listed on the game's main menu. Now, at the same time, Season 5 of Diablo 4, like nearly every season before it, with no gaps between seasons. Now, Season 4 Loot Reborn was a bit unique, by the way. It started a little later than previous seasons, with the original release intended for April 16th, but was delayed by a month. This was, of course, to allow room for the PTR. Now, as a result, Season 4 will be a little shorter than previous seasons. So if you guys were expecting this to be a very long-winded season, it's going to be cut short a little bit, and then Season 5 will begin, of course, on August 6th. What would you guys ultimately like to see from Season 5 or a future season? What would you like for it to be revolving around? Honestly, I think it would be cool. I've mentioned this in a previous video. If they would do something around world bosses, I want to see them introduce more world bosses, by the way. I think that'd be really cool. And then have like world bosses with armies. They could do a lot of stuff in terms of different hordes and waves during a world boss battle. So yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see something around world bosses down the road. Now, we also got to talk about some concerns as well. Check it out right here. Uniques seem really weak now. They add really interesting mechanics, but can't be used because the trade-offs are too big. They made the game fun, but if I have to give up 2 good temper spots for them, it's a rough trade. They should be allowed to be tempered. And we have the response here. Most of the class-specific uniques are still useful. The generic ones took the biggest hit. So it seems like a lot of you guys want some sort of adjustment in this regard. And then we had an idea on how to fix this. Check it out. It says they can fix the problem by making all uniques have interesting stats or increase effect power. If most of them had stuff like increase the skills, damage reduction, or other interesting fixes, they would still be sought after. Right now, some of them just have worse stats than rares, and that's obviously not gonna work. This definitely needs to be fine-tuned for future seasons. Now, also, it says, for the love of God, let us filter. Please let us turn off white, blue, yellow drops. I'm on console and being forced to pick up 20 yellows just to pick up an orange item I want. It sucks so much. Doing Hell Tides to loot everything and then run to the side to drop all the whites, blues, yellows to keep the clutter down. Simply just add a toggle in option to completely filter different tiers out. Yeah, that would make it nice and a smooth process. Hopefully they can actually reply about this potentially being added to the game. That would be nice to know. And also, it would be nice to have some sort of live stream where they can tell us what changes are coming going forward. It seems like they're very good at that, so maybe we'll have some more news on this stuff. Now, Profane Mindcage needs to be a permanent addition, according to Dev Grendel. Let me know if you agree with this. It says this: I was actually shocked to find out it's a seasonal item. It's such a fundamental part of Helltides. It seems insane to think it won't be here next season. I know Nightmare Dungeons are better XP for leveling once you get up there, but doing Helltides in World Tier 3 and early World Tier 4 with Mindcage is absolutely sick. It'll be a huge mistake if Mindcage just goes away. And we do have a response here. It says, yeah, let's just grind Helltides till our eyes bleed every season. And we have a response saying, I'm down with that, to be honest. Let me know your take on this one. If you think they should keep some sort of rotation between gameplay mechanics, you know, one season focused on Nightmare Dungeons, the next Helltides, or do you think it should be more about player choice in regards to how you can enjoy a season? I'm kind of curious your take on this one. Also, yes, check it out. It says PSA, easy way to upgrade already equipped aspects. Now, if you just salvage upgrade an aspect you are using in your build and now want to upgrade your actual gear to the better version, just enter equip or equipped in the search bar and hit enter. Works in Codex list as well as the occultist. This way, you always only see the aspects you have equipped. No more scrolling through long lists. This works especially well if you got all your correct aspects on all your gear already. And from this point on, you only need to search for it once, and it will keep that list for the rest of your play session. Sadly, you do need to retype it in both lists each time you restart the game. Blizzard, please make a tick box already to have this feature without having to type anything, especially console users would love that. Now, an opinion here, the game should auto upgrade aspects on gear once one is salvaged a better version into the Codex. This is just unnecessary extra work for the players, and I guess many players aren't even aware they need to upgrade their gear manually each time they find an upgrade. And we do have an interesting take here. It says, second PSA, favorite the aspect you actually equip. They will always sit at the top of the occultist menu. Hit spacebar on the Codex, not the occultist itself, to favorite. These are great tips. So yeah, get to it. Let me know if you guys have any more extra tips and tricks, by the way. Sound off. And we also do have a PSA here about the grandfather Uber. It says it can roll a great fix on ignore durability loss, which isn't in the item anymore, and it can also put the 25% upgrade from master working on it too. Hey, the more you know. So yes, it's actually possible as well. All right, so you guys know what time it is. It is time for your top comments. Remember, leave a comment down below. It could end up right here on the screen in a future video, so let's do this. All right, so first and foremost, we have Vinny, who says this: Diablo 4 is back. That's how I'm feeling about it. A lot of the community is celebrating, and I love to see it. You know, after covering so many games where the developer just abandoned something that has so much potential, it is just so freaking awesome to see the community back in Diablo 4 and enjoying it. You know, everyone isn't just like absolutely hating it or bashing it right now. It's very refreshing, I gotta say. Yes, it still has some issues. They still have some things to iron out, but we are sitting at a very, very good spot with Diablo 4 right now. Now, also some insight here from Marshall, who says a new map with the expansion is, from what I understood, a given. At BlizzCon, they showed a theme with a jungle type tile set. Nice. That would be really, really cool. Yeah, and it also makes me wonder about the new class. You would think if there's going to be a jungle type tile set in the future, that perhaps the new class would actually match that. We'll have to see. I have some theories about that. I don't want to like overhype anything, but yeah, I'm curious your take. What type of class do you think would match a jungle type tile set? Yeah, it makes you kind of wonder. Also, we have this. I'd like Diablo 4 to introduce pets. We need gold pickups. That'd be cool. That would make life so much easier for sure. All right, so yeah, there it is. The latest happenings around Diablo 4. Some updates for you all. Stay tuned for more news. And again, I really do hope to cover Path of Exile 2. So if you see a video go out about that one, look out for it. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.